All your dreams, land is home on your own. Every day, long, long way. University for me.
Yeah. Let me see if I can catch it. Can I catch it? Can I catch it? Can I catch it? I got it. All right. I'm yours truly, Diva Reed, representing UNA University, UNA Republic. Where is it? Halo. Halo. What's going on? TikTok, YouTube, Halo. I'm yours truly, Diva Reed, with the UNA open session. This is an open session. So glad to be here with you this evening. This evening. All right, what we're talking about today. All right, I'm just looking at these messages that I get because y'all know yesterday I had a hot, and I mean hot topic going on. And for whatever reason, both my YouTube and my TikTok stream just cut out in the middle of this hot topic. So I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better get this information. Y'all better take notes and pay attention. Y'all better take notes and pay attention because I'm giving out this information and evidently it's too hot. Somebody, I don't know if it's the spirits or them. I don't know who it is, but somebody don't want y'all to have it. Diva Laree gonna give it as much as I can give it, but I want y'all to know I love you. I want you to have this information because when you have knowledge, then we all are stronger. So yesterday I was talking about insurance. I didn't get to finish that topic, but I'll say this to you. Y'all can go back and get it. Because it's based on some of the things that we're going to be dealing with in the UNA University. If you're really wanting to know the real stuff so that we don't get cut off, you better be ready to join the university. This season, we have Back to Basics, we have Nation Formation, and we also have Stewardship. Very, very powerful topics. In Back to Basics, we're dealing with making sure you take this right here, the trust. You take control of your all capital letter name such that you're under trust. You'll hear people say, oh, you need to be a national, you need to be this. You just need to claim title of your landmass. When you claim title of your landmass and it belongs to you, then you're not under the jurisdiction of what we know of as the U.S. corporation. All right. With that knowledge goes the spiritual side. You'll have to know that. You can't just get out here and say, "Oh, you don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do." Yeah, okay. But do you have harmony, or are you in harmony with the universe and the universal laws? If you're not, then you're going to have issues regardless of what you do. You think you're coming from under the jurisdiction of them, you still have universal laws that you have to be beholden to. All right. My friend Anpu says, what type of trust are you expressing? All right. You can call this a revocable trust. This is a trust, a standard trust whereby you are claiming ownership of your all capital letter incorporation. So thank you. So that's Back to Basics. We have that. We also have, guys, this is a seance. That's a whole, all rise. All you dead people, rise. Because you got to understand the only thing a court can deal with is a dead entity. That all capital letter name that's on your driver's license, on your passport, on your water bill, light bill, gas bill, on your mortgage bill, that is a dead entity. You go in the court and the court is saying, rise, you dead entities. And you going to stand up. Yeah, you in a seance. Welcome to the seance. Everything is spiritual. Well, when we're talking about stewardship, we got to deal with that side. What's going on? What do we need to learn about that side so that we can walk in harmony with universal law and deal with these people out here, these agents that are coming at us, trying to get us involved in contracts that we don't want to be involved in. All right, we got to know that. Do you know how to keep the funds that are coming back to you? Speaking of the spiritual side, you got to understand you used to have all of the wealth. You used to have it all, but you lost it. Ha, lose it, diva. Well, you got to understand the spiritual side of this game and what happened. You used to have all of the wealth, and it was taken from you because you had a lack of knowledge. You lost knowledge. Well, let's make sure we don't lose it again, because it's coming back to you. That things they have to come back around, and it's coming back around to you. You say, back around? I've been broke all my life, diva. What you talking about? Back around? You think that this is your first time in this game? Guess again. That's the spiritual side. Guess again. This is not your first time here. Those of us who understand this game and we understand what's going on with who we are as spiritual entities, we know we always were and always will be. All right. MC Real said, my second or so. I bet you've been here more than twice. All right. So what we want to do is make sure that we don't recycle the energies. All right. Make sure that we stay in abundance. That's what we're going into. Now, I hope my people in YouTube can see me. Let's see. I'm trying to see if my people in YouTube can see me. Oh, one moment. Oh, one moment. Let me message my folks over here to see if they can see me. All right, and we're gonna continue. I hope my people in YouTube can see me. We had a really good session going yesterday, and that was cut off. So I'm letting you know. I don't get it, buy into all this. Well, they watching you. Okay, they can be. But I got a source watching me, watching them, watching me. I said it, I meant it. I got a source watching me, and they're watching them watching me, and that's fine. I'm good. But at the same token, y'all might want to get this information and understand that when you're in the university, these are things that they cannot stop me from sharing with you. All right. I'm just trying to see if I'm going up on YouTube over here, because YouTube cut me off first and then TikTok cut me off. I don't know what that was about. I just don't know. But I'm gonna keep trying to get the information to you. Hopefully y'all will get it. Let's see. Says I'm live. Let me see. The current. Okay. Well, I guess I'm up. Uh, YouTube, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's get into this. Let me see. MC Real over here said, I remember one of those lives. Let's see. Let's see if I have any comments as I'm coming in. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome you. Welcome to TikTok. Thank you so much for joining. Now, I told you all the UNA University is going to be starting back up on October 16th. All right. We're talking about some of those things that I cannot say on these lives. I can't tell you about insurance and the fact that this whole game is based on insurance. Somebody doesn't like me telling you that. Somebody doesn't like me giving you the facts about who's running this game. Y'all go back and watch these videos, because I always drop jewels. I leave the information because I want you to have it. All right. But if you really wanted to go deep and understand who you are and get that information that I can't share with you over the public, because some people don't want you to know, then you got to join the university. All right. And I want to say this. I've been talking to quite a few people, and I'm thankful. I want to give thanks to God, the universe, the benevolent spirits, my ancestors, my trailblazers, my guardians, Jesus, everybody else. Thank you, spirits, for these wonderful people that are finding me. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful people. Uh, it is a pleasure. Y'all are a gift to me. You are a gift to me. I do this because I'm called to do it, and I'm honored to meet some of the people who I get to meet on this, on my travels and on my in this journey, I should say. And I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing the information and the knowledge. Thank you for wanting to learn. Thank you. All right. So, with that being said, I want to talk about the membership package. All right. With the membership package, it comes with your trust documents. It also comes with your allodial ID and your membership badge. This is an allodial ID. This deals with your spiritual name and your membership badge. Okay. This shows that you are a standing member with UNA. Also, it comes with an education, an 8-course session. All right. That you need to go through and prove that you have knowledge about how to use these powerful tools. You got to have knowledge that you know how to use these powerful tools. Because some people think, oh, Diva, you gonna put me on public record? All right, then I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free, Diva. If you have to ask me if you're gonna be free, then you're not free. Because it's the knowledge that gives you freedom. That's why that 8-week course is very important. And it's really not an 8-week course, it's an 8-session course. You can do it at your own pace. If you can do it in one day, that's fine. But you have to show that you have knowledge of these instruments, because it's not just about the paperwork, it's about the knowledge. Nobody can free you when you have knowledge, right? So also, we're going to put these on record for you. We're going to put these on county record. You also you can put them on record in your county if you wish, but they're definitely going to be put on record with our county as well as with UNA, so that once they're on record, this allodial ID, you'll be able to scan this, and that'll take you wherever you are, whenever you need them. You'll be able to see these documents that are on record concerning your trust. All right. And we go into what the trust is, how to use it. In this, with this session, you're also going to gain knowledge of everything you've heard concerning sovereignty. Everything you've heard about concerning sovereignty. So the trust is the first thing we talk about. Then you're talking about the birth certificate authentication. You're talking about the passports. All right. This includes the SF 181 form. This includes taking over your all capital letter name with an EIN. We're going through all of that. All right. So we're making sure you have knowledge of these tools, making sure you have knowledge of everything you've heard about concerning sovereignty. That's important. Very important. Okay. Let's get into this thing now. Welcome everybody. My people in YouTube, hello. My people in TikTok, hello. Let me see who we got in the house. Gigi and Pooh, BJ Sweet. I want y'all to like and share. If you have not subscribed, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling y'all, this information is very powerful. So you want to take notes, have a pen and paper. Marcia, welcome. Terry, user, D. Dwa, welcome. Mike, Kiki, Transact, welcome. All right, so let's get into it. Hello, Queen. Queen Tram in the house. Now let's go. Want to get into a topic that my sisters, it tends to be upsetting to my sisters. We got some videos going out that I did with Ken Billions, and we went over all kind of topics in that session. But in particular, there was some topics that we did, and this one, I had a young lady. She was in disagreement with some of the things that I stated, and I'm going to talk about that. And if y'all have any questions about law that you want me to get into today, let's get into it because I got time today. By the way, everybody who has signed up for a consultation for the university or the membership package, thank you so much. And we are going through those because we had an influx. We had an influx of calls and requests. So, but we're getting to everybody. All right, because we are loading up into the university on the 16th of October. So we want to see everybody there, and we will definitely be calling everybody because we want to get you in the university. We need y'all to have this information and this knowledge. All right, let's go. The conversation went like this. I basically made the statement that when a woman is in a relationship or a woman comes to me and she's stating that her ex was a no good, low down, so and whatever. And my statement was that she needs to be careful because when you're saying to me all of these things that he was, you are telling me who you are because he is only your reflection. This is part of what we go through in the university because that self study, that's the most difficult part of this journey. I'm going to say this to you. If you're watching me on YouTube, you're watching me on TikTok, or wherever you've seen me from, I need y'all to understand if you finding me, you're on a journey. If you're able to sit here even 5 minutes of this conversation and listen to what I'm saying, you are on a spiritual journey. And I need y'all to, this is why in the university we got to deal with this because it doesn't matter what topic we're dealing with, it's all spiritual. So, in saying that, I needed to be understood that you are on a spiritual journey. And on this journey, it is very important that you do the self work. The self work, because we all always trying to change everything I hear. And oh, and this person doing this, and we judging on over here, and this person is like this, and they need to fix this. And wait a minute, check you, check you. Once we get ready to do that, we're gonna find everything in our universe coming into order. When you are fixing self, you too busy fixing yourself to worry about what somebody else doing over here. You really are. If you so busy talking down on this one and talking down on that one, you ain't doing enough work on yourself. Please know that. You're not doing enough work on yourself. So, woman says, or she hears me make this comment. If you're telling me or giving me all this information, he's a no good, low down, this, and this, then you're telling me who you are because he is your reflection. I said, you got to wait, hold on now, because you want to start dissing him, but the problem is you. Oh, wait a minute, Diva. I ain't the problem. He the problem because he low down and he did such and such. But wait, you laid down with him? You allowed somebody to spread seed in you who's low down, no good, dirty. Wait a minute. How do we make sure we avoid this situation in the future? Now, if you disagree, I want you to say it. Say it. Say it with your chest so we can all hear it. Because I'm letting you know that when somebody is in your space, they are only a reflection of you. You are going to draw to you what is within you. So if you're drawing to you low down, no good people who are disrespectful, who are hateful, yeah, they are reflecting you. That's why, let me tell you something. That's why the people who I talk to today and the people who I get to have conversations with, that's why I'm able to come in here and I'm thanking the universe because they all some beautiful people who want to grow, who are growing, who have grown, and have a whole bunch to offer to UNA, to the rest of the world. That's what I reflect. I'm going to say these 6 words again, And I hope y'all get it. Okay. Kindness, compassion, and love. These are people who operate in kindness, compassion, and love, honor, integrity, and respect. Those are the people who I draw to me. Those are the people who you would want to draw to you. People who operate in kindness, compassion, and love, honor, integrity, and respect. When you are that person, that's the only thing you can draw to you. So I get this where women are not understanding who they are. So this is the next thing, the next part of what we have to work on with self. Who are you? Because when I said this to this woman, I said there are no victims. Oh, you victim blaming, Diva. You a victim blaming. I'm not the cause. No, you got to understand, as a woman, you are drawing him to you. And let's understand this. If there's a situation whereby um, you somehow leave the relationship, if you haven't worked on self, you're going to draw another man or being to you, just like the one you just left, you tried to get away from rather. You're going to draw another one just like him because it was only a reflection to you. And when women understand this, you come out of the victim phase. There are no victims. I'm not victim blaming because there's no victim. If he's in your life, you drew him. I had this guy tell me one time, he was like, yeah, it was one of his relatives. I don't know if it was his aunt or whatever. And he was talking about how some man was beating on her. He hit her. And he says to me, something about, well, she don't deserve to be hit. And I'm like, I'm not saying she deserves to be hit, but didn't she have the opportunity to leave? Yeah, but she stayed because of what? Whatever. Listen, when a woman says, I deserve better, when she gets it in her mind, no, this is because you got to understand, when you're thinking something, you're writing a contract. So when she gets it in her mind, I am worthy of goodness. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. That's a contract. And as soon as she starts speaking it, that's what the universe got to bring her. What's the universe? Every cell within her vessel. I'm going back into who we are as spiritual entities. When you speak something, you're speaking a contract. When you have a thought, you're thinking a contract. All right? And every cell within your body hears, sees, and feels your every thought and action, every cell in your body, and it is going to produce what you say. This is why I talk to y'all. You got to be very careful about what's coming out of your mouth. If you are saying things, you be aware of every word that you're saying because every word is a contract. Every letter is a contract. And when we're talking about syllables, a syllable is a compound contract. Now you go and combine all these different syllables together, you got a contract in every word. So watch your words. So when a woman says, I deserve happiness, I deserve peace, I deserve love, and she's showing her universe, this is what love looks like. Love looks like I'm in a home, there's peace in this home, it's over here on the beach. It looks like palm trees. When you start showing your universe this, your universe is going to start manifesting it for you. You start showing your universe, I deserve peace. Your universe is going to start manifesting it for you. So if I see a woman who is talking about, oh, he a low down, no good, or he beat me, or he do this, I know what's in her mind. I know. You could tell, no, I don't think about it now because I'm going to go into something. Y'all got to understand that everything, once again, it comes from energy, the spiritual side. And in a lot of cases, women who are going through this, they saw their mother go through it. And their great grandmama likely went through it. Then the grandmama before that likely went through it. All right? Who's going to break the cycle? This is a cycle. You cannot break the cycle as a victim. You're going to continue to go through it, and then your daughter's going to go through it. Their daughter's going to go through it. Who's going to break the cycle? You break it. This is what I'm talking about when I say we got to do that self cleansing, that walk where we are dealing with self and making sure we checking us. All this blaming him and he's supposed to do this. And see, women get pissed off at me. They get mad. You big mad. Yeah. But once we get to the point where we're not blaming somebody else for where we are, then you're going to start manifesting your heaven right here. Right here. You don't have to die and come back and all that. You can start manifesting it right now. But it starts with self. You clean up self and watch everybody else come into alignment with you. Who got a question? Who got a comment? Who disagree? Come on, disagree. Say it with your chest. Say it. So we can have a conversation about this. The bottom line is, if he's in your life, then he's reflecting you. And once you get yourself into order, he's got to come into order. Either he's going to fall in line with what you are saying. You don't even have to speak it. That's what's so funny about it. You don't have to speak it. All you need to do is think it and know it and act it. When you walk in it, he's going to come into order. All right? And then after that, either he's going to come into order or he's going to leave. He's going to leave your life. If he's not vibrating high enough to be in your dimension, he's going to have to leave. You don't have to say nothing. Just get it in your mind. And then everything, your universe, this universe is going to work it out for you where you are in that place where you desire to be, where you vision. All right? Who got a comment or question? Queen Trim says, yes, thinking is a contract. Yes, it is absolutely a contract. Venus Racket, hello, thank you for the love. Thank you for the roses. And thank you for Venus says, speak Diva. She said, hey, Diva, yes, speak facts. Thank you, Venus. And Queen Trim, thank you for the love. Let's see. DJ Sweet and Gigi and Pooh, thank you for joining. All right. So, listen, I told you all yesterday I did a really powerful session on insurance. Y'all go back and check that. I didn't get to finish it, but we do go through that in class. Real quick, I want to go into, and then I'm going to get back on this topic of who we are, women and men. And I want to just give a shout out to some of my brothers. Again, I gotta thank. I'm so thankful for the people that I meet. All right, I first started this. I was speaking to women. I was only speaking to women, but it kind of find out the vast majority of my viewers are men. Men want to hear these facts and want to hear the truth, and eventually my sisters will go catch up. But I want to thank my brothers who are willing to listen and go and study and not just knee jerk on this information. This is new information that we have not been taught. We should have been taught. All of us should have been taught who we are, especially from a spiritual level. I'm going to go into that tonight. But we haven't been taught this. And I'm thankful for all of the people, my sisters and brothers who join in, who hear this information and they use it to benefit and uplift themselves. Thank you all. All right. But especially my brothers, because I know this information that I speak about is not easy. It's not easy to take. I'm gonna go into it a little bit this evening, but I don't like to speak it in the sense where my brother feels like he's being down. That's not what we're about here. We're all about just getting the knowledge so that we can walk in our rightful place and then contract rightfully with the beings that we come in contact with. All right, now this season in the UNA University, we've got back to basics. Again, that deals with your trust. making sure you're under trust and you're protected. We've got stewardship. That's the spiritual side. Where we understanding where we came from, how we got here, when the money coming back, how to keep it when it come back, how to make sure we do the right thing when it comes back. All right. And then we have nation formation. In nation formation, we're going to be dealing with your EIN number, how to open up your Treasury Direct account, your bank account, make sure your bank account is under trust, how you get your flag, your seal, your constitution, all of that. Making sure that you standing like a nation and a bank that you are. Because a lot of people, they'll come at me, oh, Diva, I got that birth certificate authentication and I'm ready to get some money. Where the money at? Well, you not. Are you set up? Do you have your EIN? What kind of EIN you got? Is it 9-8? Is it, because if it's not, then you're gonna get taxed all over the place. Do you understand what taxes is and why they can't tax you? Do you have your nation set up? We're going through all of that so that once you have that established, then you can start learning about the financial instruments, whether we're talking about bonds, you're talking about your birth certificate, or whatever it is. How do we write a financial instrument? How do we use this nation that we have set up for ourselves? Okay, and then we're going to go into acquiring property later on, probably in the winter session. We're going to go into acquiring property. How do you do that? How do we use certain things? And that's going to deal with that insurance session that I talked about yesterday. So if you didn't get that, you want to go back and get it. All right. So that's our fall season 2023. If you're interested, find the link in the bio. My people in YouTube, find the link in the bio. All right. And then you'll be able to join the university. All right. Money Mitch, Neptune, welcome. Jer- Jerome, welcome. All right, so now let me go through this. All right, let's go through who we are as spiritual entities. Who are you? Find the link in the bio so you can get the trust package, or if you want to enroll in the UNA University. One of the things that I have people come to me all the time and they say, Diva, how many people do I have to form a nation? And again, I have to make it clear to them, you are a nation all by yourself. And understand the people who are playing this game, they full well know it. That's why I told you you're walking into a seance. Arise, you dead spirits. All right. They know it, but they're not telling you that. You are a nation. And why is it important for you to know that? Because you got to understand you've made up of many different spiritual entities. You are made up of many different spiritual entities. You are a walking nation. All right. And your mind up here is the one who's controlling all of these spiritual entities within you. And the problem is we have not been taught this. This is why we have the UNA beginner law book. UNA beginner law book. In here, there's the universal laws, the high maxims of law, the hierarchy of law. This is the hierarchy of law chart. And it's important to know these things and what's going on with these laws because ignorance of these laws is no excuse. See, you thinking it's talking about man's law and you don't know the law and then you're going to just get in trouble. No, they're talking about universal laws. Ignorance of these universal laws is no excuse. And when you're not in harmony with the universe is going to balance you out for you. When you know how to be in harmony, when you know how to make sure your energies are in the right place, well, then you're going to create the heaven that you desire. You're going to create the heaven that you vision. All right. So, who are we? We're made up of many different spiritual entities. And I need you to understand when we're talking about spiritual entities, there's the spirit and then there's this flesh. See, some people feel like, oh, it's all the same thing. It's all one. No, it's not. Absolutely not. And I'm telling you, absolutely it's not. And some of y'all know it, you sense it. What is, okay, y'all who had these dreams, you've had dreams, uh, and then you are at some place that you've never been before. And then 2 weeks later, that same place you dreamed about, you go to it. And it's like, I ain't never been to this place. That's your spirit moving out without your vessel. That's your spirit moving without your vessel. Some of y'all, oh, I saw myself. I was looking down on myself. I was able to teleport and all this. What is that? That's your spirit moving without your vessel. There's the spirit and then there's the vessel. The spirit does not die, but the vessel will expire. But I need y'all that inhabited the vessel, it goes on. All right. And it carries with it a baggage, what we call spiritual baggage, or Akashic records. You may have heard that term. All right. So you're carrying all of this spiritual baggage with you. All right. So the spirit never expires, but the vessel does. Well, when you come back in that vessel, in a new vessel, what kind of new vessel it is it gonna be? You just jump up and like, ta-da, back. No, that's not how it works. You gotta come back into a child. That's why when I have to tell people what a child is, a baby, oh, it's a newborn, innocent. No, it's not. I told y'all, go look in the Bible. Some of y'all get mad at me about this because I know what I'm looking at when I look at a baby. I know exactly what I'm looking at. And I'm telling you, it's not this innocent being that you think it is. It's an old spirit coming back in a new vessel. That's what a baby is. It's an old spirit coming back in a new vessel. You ever heard people talking about, oh, that baby got an old spirit? All of us do. All of us do. The spirit never dies. But the vessel has to be reborn. So the spirit comes back in a new vessel known as a baby. Why does the Bible say? And I know some of y'all like the Bible. Why she talking about the Bible, honey? The Bible ain't. I understand how you feel. I used to think that same way until I start studying and I actually read the book and I understand what's really going on with it. But there's a lot of spiritual knowledge in that book that you don't want to take for granted. The Bible says we're all born of sin. Well, what is it talking about? Well, it's talking about the fact that your spirit had to come back into this dimension in a new vessel. And it's carrying karmic baggage. If you're in this dimension, which is a lower vibratory dimension, not this in this dimension, because I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed this vessel, but it's a lower vibratory vessel. So if you're in this dimension, well, yeah, you got some sin going on. You got some karmic baggage. Let's be clear of it. And let's also understand when you got a baby, a child, that's the most powerful being because they just coming back in here from the ethers. That's the one that's got all the power and the knowledge. But the problem is somebody wants to get your baby and put them in school so they can knock all of their imagination out of their head. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to break this word imagination down. That's why y'all need to come into class because I have visual aids. Also, I have a great visual aids tool that I can't use on this channel. So that's why y'all need to come join the university. But I need to break this term imagination down. You know how children have imagination and they want you to think imagination means not real. Pay attention and take notes and be clear on this. Let us be 100% clear on this. Where the real world is right here in your mind. This is the real world. Y'all talking about all this stuff out here. Anything out here in your third dimension, this is the past. This bottle, I want to be advertising for people. This comes from somebody's mind. This is the past. The pen, anything you're touching, your cell phone, this comes from, that's in the past. We want to believe that, no, this is right now. This is the real stuff. I can touch it. This is not the real world right here. No, this is the past. The real world is right here. What you vision. I need y'all to pay attention now. Because this is why children, they're the most powerful ones. Because they haven't been programmed. Yeah, that's why they want you to get that child in that school at age 6, because we want to program all of the imagination out of them. We want them to feel like having a imagination is stupid. We want to stigmatize them and make them feel like, no, don't be imagining things. That's dumb. That's crazy. Pay attention to what imagination is. I just talked to y'all about words and compound words. Imagination is a compound word that we better break down and understand how powerful it is. Imagination. And also remember, as I'm going to break this term down, I told you you are made up of many different spiritual entities. You are a nation all by yourself. Every cell in your body is a spiritual entity. Every cell in your body is a spiritual entity, and it has vision, it has sight, it has feelings, it can hear you, it can see you. Every cell in your body is alive. And it is the one that helps you to manifest your third dimension. So pay attention to what imagination is. All right, breaking it down. Image, as in a vision or a picture. Image. In, as in within. Nation, as in a group of entities that come together for one purpose. Nation. Image, in, nation. That's the breakdown of imagination. So then the question becomes, what image are you feeding the nation within you? I hope y'all getting this. What image are you feeding the nation within you? Y'all getting this? See, they want you to think it's crazy for you to have an imagination. But the real world is your imagination. And whatever vision or image you feed the nation within you, that is exactly what you're going to manifest in your third dimension. I'm going to say this again. The imagination is about what image, what vision are you feeding the nation, all of these cells that are listening to your every word. What images are you feeding the nation within you? Because whatever they see, whatever they feel, that is exactly what they're going to manifest in your third dimension. So if you are getting destitute, if you're getting poverty, if you're getting lack, it's because you are feeding that image to your nation. Start feeding abundance to your nation and start feeding gratitude to your nation. Start showing your nation, no, my house looks like this. My car looks like this. Show it to your nation and watch your nation start to manifest it. Make sure your nation is not around people who always talk about how terrible things are and how the world coming to an end and how everybody goes. Stop hanging around those people and start dealing with people who have a different vibratory frequency. Start showing your nation an image of the vision that you really desire. Start showing your nation your plan. And watch how your third dimension starts to go with this plan that you've put up here, because this is the real world. This the real, because you can't change nothing out here. All of this stuff is in the past, but you can sure as heck change what your future looks like by giving your nation the vision, by changing your imagination. Because I'm going to tell you right now, some of y'all have allowed the news media to put images in your nation. That's what they doing. You don't even get it. They're telling you, oh, it's dumb for you. It's so dumb for you to think and imagine things. Imagination, that's not real. We're in the real world. The real world is you're not having an imagination. Meanwhile, they're feeding you all of these visions about how things are about to, this destitute, and oh my God, we're going, it's the death, and this destruction. They're feeding you. They're feeding your nation all of these images. And if you, I love you, what you got? Uh, Lamont says the Christ in you. Okay. Byron says yes. All right. Hello, Lamont. Lamont says facts. So what Jesus died for? Thank you, buddy. Buddy Rose says, so what Jesus died for, Diva? Why are we talking about this? All right, let's be clear on this, okay? Uh, we're told in the Bible that Jesus died for our sins. Okay, I'm just gonna put it to you like this. I'm not going to argue with Jesus dying for your sins or not. If you want to believe in that, that's fine. If you don't believe in that, okay, respect. Now, what I do want to get into are the universal laws. All right. And one of the things about the universal laws is that when you put out an energy, it must come back. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Because Buddy Rowe asked a good question. What did Jesus die for? I mean, you can, argue in your religious points, because what we here at UNA University, we don't deal with religion. If your religion says that Jesus died for your sins and that's where you are, we respect that. If you're saying, nah, Dave, I don't know about all that, then okay, whatever your religion over here, we respect that. But what I will tell you about are the universal laws. And when we're talking about the universal laws, we're dealing with whatever energy you put out, it must come back. Whatever energy you put out, it must come back. And I'll tell you right now, whether somebody died for your sins or not, if you put out dirt, the universe will return it to you. You can see that right here, right now. You don't even have to wait for Jesus to come back. Put out some dirt and see if the universe doesn't bring that down on your head. What do I mean by dirt? I get people, for example, I'm going to give you an example because I get people come to me as they're wanting my legal counsel concerning whatever their cases are. And for example, I get a woman coming to me sticking with this topic that we're talking about, how the man is the reflection of the woman. And she'll come to me, and I've had several cases like this. And they say, Diva, I got a domestic violence case. I'm the victim of domestic violence, and he beat me, and we got a domestic violence case, and so we got to be in court. And then I say to her, I say, okay, tell me about the other case that you had. What case? I don't what case? Now she's surprised because she's trying to figure out how I know that she's got another case. I know because everything is spiritual. Pay attention. Everything is spiritual. How do I know she has another case? Because you're not going to tell me that he beat on you and it just came out of nowhere. That's not how these energies work. So when you come at me, please know that I'm an oracle. I'm an oracle because I know law. I understand spiritual energies. So when we're talking about the energies you're putting out, Again, I go back to when I started this session off. You can't tell me about who he is without telling me who you are. So when she's telling me about how, oh, well, I got this domestic violence case, well, then you just told me who you are. You told me you put out some dirt. And again, Jesus not going to save you from the dirt that you put out. Okay, Jesus might have died for your sins, but I'm telling you right now, because I know what I know. If you put out some dirt, it's coming back to you many times over. That's universal principle. So when I ask this woman, I say, yeah, tell me about the other case. So now she's, oh wow, I don't know how she know, but yeah, so this what happened, my next door neighbor, we had a little thing, and then we were, and I had to go over there and I had to rectify, I had to put it in a place, you know. So she's almost bragging about the fact that she got into this fight with her neighbor and not understanding where this energy with her husband comes from, or her ex, or whomever this is that's beat her down in this household. She wants to claim the victim role. You want to claim the victim role, but you're not recognizing the energy you put out over here. Jesus ain't dying for this sin over here that you just made against this next door neighbor, and you wonder why you getting beat up in this household. I'm not saying it's okay for him to do what he did. I'm telling you that you cannot have this kind of energy come upon you if you didn't put it out. You cannot have this kind of energy around you unless it's up here in your mind already, unless you have shown that to your nation. If in your imagination there is violence, because your nation has seen it, well, your nation is going to produce it for you in your third dimension. I hope y'all understanding. I hope y'all understand it, because I know that comes off harsh, and it comes off as though there's no compassion. I have to make sure you are aware of the true laws. I'm not here to baby you or pacify you. Oh, it's not your fault. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the minute we come into understanding of self and recognize Buddy Rowe, Lamont says, who is Buddy Rowe? Somebody who said, Buddy Rowe said, not Buddy Rowe. All right. But yeah, thank you for that question. Oh, Buddy Rowe's not the one to put that out. Lamont put that out. I'm sorry. I got them in the comment section over here. They going at it. It's not Buddy Rowe. Buddy Rowe didn't say that. No, Lamont said that. Thank you, Lamont. Thank you for that question. But again, I'm letting you know that when it comes to your energies, nobody can die for your energies. The universe is going to return your energies to you. They're going to be returned. So when you put them out, be very aware of what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're thinking, because your every thought is a contract, and your thoughts are imagination, and this is the real world. Your imagination. Because whatever you vision, that is what your nation is going to produce for you. And do I have any more comments or questions? Y'all quiet. Let me hear you. Thank you for following James YouTube. Venus Rocket, thank you for always being in the house. Who else is in the house? T-Bone, y'all quiet tonight. Okay. Gigi, who else is in the house? Hey, John. Does anybody have any questions or comments before I get up out of here? I want y'all to know I do love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, YouTube, for joining us. Don't forget, listen, I appreciate having the ability to put this information out to you. And let me say this, because I respect YouTube and TikTok and the other social media platforms for having this, the platform, so we can deliver this information to you, because without them, we don't get to deliver this information. it's frustrating to some of us who are trying to get the truth out to you that we get cut off like I did yesterday when I was going into insurance and I was really, ooh, I was hitting it. I was giving it, maybe it could have been the spirits telling me to be quiet, diva. But this is why I encourage you to come into the university. As grateful as I am to these platforms, I'm here to say to you, it's deeper than this, and we can help you even further when you enter the university, because then we can go into things that I can't say on these live sessions because we end up getting cut off. And that is how it is. Sometimes they'll snatch the whole platform, like one of the other platforms did. They just snatched the whole platform. It's like, oh, nah, that's too deep. Okay. But if you come into the university, then we can really go as deep as you want to go and make sure you have all the knowledge. Now, if you're wanting to get the membership package, find the link in the bio. Y'all can find our link tree in document. You can find us on UNARepublic.com. And the membership package, it comes with this trust. It comes with your membership badge here. It also comes with your allodial ID. Oh, here it is. YouTube trying to quit out on me. Hold on, YouTube. Hold on. I'm almost finished. So it comes with all this stuff. It also comes with an 8-course session, all right? Because you got to demonstrate that you have knowledge of how to, of what these documents are, because this is a powerful tool. People think that, oh, I'm just have this tool and then I'm going to be free. That's not how it works. You got to know how to use it. It's like having a gun. You in the woods with a big bazooka, but you don't know how to take the safety off. You in trouble. All right. You gotta know how to use the tool. That's why you have to do the 8-week or 8-course session. And then we're gonna put them on record for you. So we're also doing that for you. All right. So and don't forget, when they're on record, when your documents on record, they're also gonna be on record with UNA, and you'll be able to scan your QR code to get access to your documents, quick access wherever you are, you need to get them. All right. Just Judith, Halo. The membership package is $625. Okay. Now, thank you for that, Just Judith. I want y'all to know, if y'all ever talk to a lawyer to get a trust, pay attention now. I told y'all, listen, I know the value of what I'm doing. Not just from the standpoint of monetary value, but from the standpoint of building up a nation. I know the power and the value of what we're doing. Okay? You go to a lawyer and try to get this, just this. You don't even get none of other stuff. You don't get none of education. You don't get nothing. Just this. You're looking at $1,500 to $2,500 easy. That's easy. All right? Then you add in the membership badge where why is this important? I had so many of my students and members that when this whole COVID thing went down, excuse me, I didn't mean to say that word. When this whole mess went down, their job was trying to force them into the jab. As soon as they got this, they was able to show this, and that was it. Job had to back off because now they're dealing with a religious deal, and y'all got to understand. See, yeah, religion has lied to us. The church and all this. There's been a lot of lies and deception. Okay, but the word religion is very powerful when you start talking about this legal side. All right, it's very powerful. And so when you're dealing with this now, when they say, oh, well, no, you got to take jab. Well, my God said we don't put those things in our system. Well, they got to back off now. Otherwise, they're discriminating, right? They got to back off. Otherwise, there's a discrimination lawsuit for my religion. Because I told you my religion said we can't do this. And you're going to try to fire me because I said my religion. Yeah, that's why. Religion is a very powerful term. All right. So you don't get any of that. Not only that, the most important thing about any of this package that we're talking about is the knowledge, the education. You got people who will have this, but the lawyer's not going to tell you about how to use it because they want you to come to them so they can help you. They want to keep hold of you. We need you to have knowledge. We need you to be able to stand. That's important to us. So you go and get this, just this, anywhere with any lawyer, you gonna start off at 1,500. That's cheap if you get it for that. Upwards of 2,500. And that's just the package. That's not including the knowledge, the course. That's not including any of this, the allodial ID that's dealing with your spiritual name. Now you can stand as your spiritual person. It's like, I told you who I am. Look at this. This is my allodial ID. I ain't that other name. This is me. And then the education with it. Yeah. We're proud of that. We're proud to be able to offer you that for that price because, again, when we get it, the wonderful things that we're going to continue to build, because we're building right now. When you get it, when you get this knowledge, you have a full understanding of this, the wonderful things that we get to build together. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. All right. Thank you for the question, Just Judith. Rod Godson says, yeah, 2,500 just for the basic. Yeah, just for the package. Have you created a micronation yet? Just Judith, we created a nation. We create nations all the time. But you got to understand, UNA is a nation. That's why it's United Nations from America. UNA is a nation. All right. And so what we do is we help you to create your own nation, such that United Nations is a nation that's recognizing you as your own nation. Okay? You don't have to stand under somebody. I mean, it's great to come together as one, but I need y'all to understand something. You know, we got a lot of people who just want to come. I'm going to stand under this nation over here. I don't want to be under U.S. corporation over here. And they come over here and stand under this nation. And then they still ignorant and they wonder why they still get abused and devoured. Because if you have ignorance, you cannot be free. I'm going to say this again. A lot of y'all have heard me say this before. Ignorance and freedom cannot coexist. They do not go together. If you're ignorant, I don't care where you're standing, somebody's going to take advantage of you and devour you. All right? My goal is to make sure you get the knowledge. So, I'm telling you is, when you get your membership, it's not like I'm over here under UNA. No, you're a nation. You get this trust documents. This is establishing you as a nation. Your all capital letter name, it's a nation. All right. And so what happens is UNA recognizes you as a nation. So we're a nation recognizing you as your own nation. And we need you to be powerful such that when we start standing, now we're standing all in power. You're not just up under somebody. You're standing as your own nation and authority, and you know how to stand. All right. Thank you for that question, Just Judith. Is your nation recognized by the UN? My nation is recognized with the county and every other corporation because it's on public record. Lamont has a question. Let me see what you say, Lamont. All right, so let me talk about the trust. All right, when you put this on record with the county, and those of us who, when you're in the university, you understand the difference and why we're filing with the county or the federal. UNA, we're gonna file with both the county and the federal. We don't do much business with the state. Okay, we don't do much business with the state. If we're dealing with the state, we're gonna put some stuff on the trust. We're gonna wrap it up real good, and we got to deal with the state. We're going to make sure we fully protect it. All right. So, but one of the things about these documents, when you put them on record with the county, what happens is that every other corporation must respect them. Every other corporation. And I need y'all to understand, the United States is a corporation. France and London and England, they're corporations. UN, corporation. They have to respect the fact that you have stated what belongs to you. So everybody's got to respect it. All right. 625. Thank you for that, Alonzo. All right, 625. So if you're wanting to get the membership, go ahead and go to UNA university.com or find the link in the bio. Also, you can send us a message. If you send us a message with your name and number, we're going to call you back. We're going to get on this trust. All right. I want y'all to know I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Make sure you check out the videos. By the way, my people on TikTok, we are streaming on YouTube. We are streaming on YouTube. So make sure you go and check UNARepublic out on YouTube so that you can get all of our information as well from YouTube. All right. Once I know I love you. Lamont, thank